shot to become a prolific scorer. And Clark, the length to defend at a high level.
Yeah, you know, in his rookie year, he averaged 9 points a game. Last year, his fifth, he averaged 10. I think it's to the point where he is what he is.
You know, and getting back to Wesley Johnson, you kind of want to kidnap him and just chain him to a set of weights. I mean, he has all the natural ability in the world to be a difference maker, but he just lacks the strength to do anything with it. I mean, a voracious competitor in college. He's been relegated to marginal production at the pro level, and I really feel like a lot of it is because he physically struggles at times at this level.
The Mavericks have made 1 of 3 free throws in the game.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Free throw good, Freak. And there you have it, folks. The very first NBA bucket from O'Connor.
And a scrappy one, but he'll take it. It doesn't matter how you get those first points in the NBA. It just matters that you get them.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there will be plenty of chances to create spectacular highlights in the years to come for this young man. But right now, he just wants those first points.
Redick dishes to Griffin. The shot is off. The first quarter all wrapped. And Blake Griffin grew up playing the game alongside his older brother. His dad was his...
You know, watching him kind of go through the...
Well, talking about taking the right course, we know... Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Smith comes in for Pierce. Lance Stevenson's checked in for Johnson. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jamal Crawford. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Nowitzki. Anderson comes in for Wesley Matthews. Evan Harris is checked in for Darren Williams. And Freak subbed in for J.J. Barea. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Griffin is out there with Smith, and it's Stevenson in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations, really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
There's the pick. Harris kicks to Pachulia. Dallas again missing.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
It's Redick on the wing. He's got 6.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
The drive by Paul. It's Redick on the wing. Shot is no good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
Now here's Freak. There's 45 seconds left here in the second. Jacks up a 3. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Paul. Stevenson passes to Griffin. And stolen by Harris. He kicks it to Anderson. The 10-footer. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Pass to Redick. Doubled by O'Connor. Griffin dishes to Paul. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got 4 assists in the game. Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. Off target on the 15-footer. Stevenson. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Clippers ahead. They lead by 18. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter back. we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team. And Los Angeles with some changes. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Jordan. Lance Stevenson comes in for Pierce. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jamal Crawford. Dallas also making some changes. Anderson, he's checked in for Nowitzki. Harris comes in for Wesley Matthews. And Freak subbed in for Williams. On the floor for Dallas, O'Connor, he's in at the point. Anderson is out there with Chandler Parsons. Then there's Harris. And it's Pachulia in at the 5, patrolling the paint.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
The Clippers have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game.
They didn't shoot it well from the line in the first half, but they've turned it around here, and it's helped them secure the lead. I mean, free throw shooting is important when you're trying to pad a lead.
On the wing, Harris. Now here's Freak, defended by Paul. O'Connor, he sinks the 11-footer.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's doing.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Clippers lead by 12. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. And it's Smith in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, it's been a bunch, and I think it's made the difference in the game. I mean, they've actually done a great job on the board.
The fader. Parsons with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Parsons sets a screen for Harris. And a wide open look for Freak. No good with the triple.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more. Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Execute it to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
No doubt about it, unless you're the donkey. Because if you're the dunker, it's great. I don't necessarily appreciate somebody slamming one on the top of my head.
Well, you got to get out from under the hoop if you want to stay away, if you want to stay out of the poster.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. Anderson kicks to Parsons. Now here's Freak. D right on him. It's stolen by Smith. And here we go. Paul heading to the hoop. Goes back up. And it's finished off by Smith as he lays it in. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
Now here's Freak, defended by Paul. And it's Freak missing.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
Smith the pass to Jordan. It's rebounded by Dallas. Parsons got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's O'Connor. Again, the
can't be sleeping.
We got Blake Griffin and the Clips on deck tonight. Going up against him, you almost just hope you don't end up on a poster. But I've never been one to just get out the way. I'm ready to step up, no matter the consequences. Gotta earn my stripes sometime, you know? Here we go.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Freak with it. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half-court in time. And here is Los Angeles now. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. On the floor for Dallas. O'Connor, he's in at point guard. Charlie Villanueva out there with Anderson. Then there's Nowitzki. And it's Matthews in at the shooting guard.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's O'Connor. And the layup is good.
Okay, that's more like it. A nice job here in the second. I mean, their field goal percentage is way up compared to what they did in the first half, where they shot a very low percentage. It actually was just above 30%.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Clippers.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted to do.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And it's always nice to get win number one against an opponent you'll be seeing a total of 4 times over the course of the year. They really set the tone tonight for their season series against the Mavericks.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Paul. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open. And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
No good on the free throw. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Here's Brigioni. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Stevenson against Anderson. And Stevenson kicks to Aldridge. From 12 feet out. And the shot no good, a bit short. Now here's Freak. Knocks it loose. So the Clippers winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we'll go to the studio with the award-winning Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Chris Paul.
You know what? He's a total package as a floor general. It may not be.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
tell you about Vic. He has his bad rap. It's not, and I understand some of his judgments might shadow his actual character. He's not that at all. Man, Vic, let me tell you something. We actually, we have love for each other. We're brothers. Blood couldn't make us any closer at all. I mean, he has so much loyalty to me and to my family. You could see even Cece, has issues with him, but he still loves her. He still loves her.
Coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest, I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, and Cece, yeah, they're going to be there. Playing in front of them in the NBA uniform for the first time is going to be a special moment for me. Now, I know all of Harlem's going to be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And I'll be ready.
It's time for some hoops at the home of the New York Knicks. We're bringing it to you live on 2K Sports. Just a single game at home. After this one, it's back on the road for the Knicks. This is an important game for them because they've really been struggling. Just one win in their last. New York leading by 15. On the floor for Dallas. O'Connor in at point guard. Nowitzki is out there with Chandler Parsons. Then there's Anderson. And it's Harris in at the shooting guard position. Here's Serafin. It's hauled in by Harris.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
And that one's good. Freak's got his first 2 points of the night.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Here is Calderon. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And stolen by Parsons. Now, Freak. So as we end the first quarter, all... And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player. Now with more and more freshmen, Clark, making the jump to the pros, we can expect to hear more stories like this, I'm sure.
Well, without question, Kevin, that's the case in the landscape that we find ourselves in. But, you know, there's something to be said for developing all 4 years in college when that's the best route for an individual player. Nowadays, I think, unfairly so, there's a ton of pressure on young guys sometimes to leave prematurely. We'll see if Freak's decision pays off for him long term.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Williams is out there with Amundsen. Then there's Aflalo. Then there's Calderon. And it's Serafin in at the 5, down low. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page. And you guys, he was once considered a tweener. But now I think Derek Williams has kind of settled in to that 4 position. Seems to be the best position fit for him at this stage of his career.
Calderon kicks to Aflalo. Outside Williams. New York moving the ball around. Thomas dishes to Williams. Thomas a screen on Anderson. There's the 3. And Calderon gets it to go on the assist by Williams. Calderon's got 6 points.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Amundsen comes in for Lance Thomas. Derek Williams checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Calderon in for Aaron Aflalo. Parsons' shot is off.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Harris outside. Nowitzki a screen. Harris kicks to Anderson. Here's the screen. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. 6 to shoot. Looking to end the run. Amundsen grabs the board. Amundsen's got his 5th rebound in this one. 32 seconds left here in the second. Pass to Galloway. Elbow shot is on the way. And the Knicks good for 2.
I like the way they've picked it up here offensively in the second.
Yeah, up above 50% in terms of field goal percentage. They're on a roll.
Nowitzki kicks to Freak. From past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can...
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a different look for New York. Kevin Serafin is checked in for Lopez. Amundsen comes in for Porzingis. And Derek Williams subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Charlie Villanueva is checked in for Pachulia. Anderson comes in for Parsons. Devin Harris is checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Freak subbed in for Darren Williams. On the floor for Dallas, O'Connor, he's in at point guard. Anderson is out there with Charlie Villanueva. Then there's Nowitzki. And it's Harris in at the 2 guard. Mavs made the playoffs again last season. 14th playoff berth for them in the last 15 years, and only the San Antonio Spurs have made more, Greg, over that time frame.
Yeah, and they had a tough first-round opponent in the number 2 seed, Houston. A good old Texas tussle between the 2 and the 7 seeds.
Freak with it. Anderson outside. Villanueva passes to O'Connor. Cannot hit. So New York will take it the other way.
Yeah, and the Mavs got bounced out by the Rockets in 5 games in round 1. They were able to avoid the sweep, but losing the first 3 was way too much to overcome.
He dishes it to Harris. Nowitzki outside. Drilled from 11 feet out. Nowitzki's got 4 this quarter.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Here's Galloway. 7 points in the game. And stolen by Freak. It's stolen. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. The Knicks shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? They've got Thomas. Vujacic is out there with Calderon. Then there's Amundsen. And it's Lopez in at center. That's the 5 for New York right now. There's a good screen. Felton goes in. Deep 2 from Anderson. It's hauled in by Jose Calderon.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
No problems knocking that one down. Calderon's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for New York. Now here's Freak to the paint. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
And Lopez gets it to go.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no line in those totals.
Anderson outside.
Well, it seems like this is something we've said quite a bit the last few years, but now we really feel like we're in a golden age for point guards. So many point guards on so many teams are the leaders and best players on their teams. You can name a dozen all-star level point guards in the league right now.
To illustrate just how strong the point guard position is right now, Greg, in the NBA, just take a look at the point guards who did not make the All-Star team a season ago. Wow.
You know, in both conferences, it's almost as if we're in the midst of a point guard renaissance for the NBA. I mean, MVP Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, CP3 out west, John Wall, Kyrie Irving in the East. Boy, I could go on and on with the great players at that position.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Thomas kicks to Vujacic and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Well, you know, one season in the books with the NBA's new replay center, and so far, so good. I mean, the replays are averaging about 45 seconds apiece, and getting the official.
Watch him. He's coming out over there.
The Knicks have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Williams kicks to Lopez. Pass to Porzingis. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. And Anthony gets double-teamed. Williams with the ball. Now defended by Freak. Shot clock at 5. It's Anthony with the drive. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13. And with the new replay center, the league also going for more transparency. People expect it now, Clark, and they're officiating.
Yeah, and I don't mind that. Evaluating the most scrutinized calls and non-calls of the games in those last 2 minutes, that's a positive. Things are continuing to change, I think, for the better in that regard.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
A lot of times when they needed some easy points in this game, they've been able to get to the foul line and get them.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Lance Thomas comes in for Porzingis. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Calderon in for Derek Williams.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Knicks.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
And that produced great fruit for them in transition.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Craig, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing... Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That's good from Calderon. And Calderon drops them both. And that's going to be a turnover. They call for it.